and welcome to my kitchen, and today we're getting ready for New Year's Eve. We're going to do 3 special cocktails for you that you might choose to use on New Year's Eve to celebrate the coming of the new year. We're going to make for you something called an atomic fireball shooter, and it's going to taste just like your favorite candy from when you were a kid. We're going to do a hot and shiny New Year that tastes just like apple pie with ice cream in a glass. And our final cocktail is going to be called a fresh start. And that's going to incorporate citrus flavors, orange and grapefruit, and a little bit of vodka. And who isn't going to love that? So let's go see how we make these. We're going to start with our very first cocktail, and this is like a totally fun one. We're going to be incorporating the Torani Sweet Heat, the Torani Cinnamon Vanilla, and some Goldschlager, which if you're not familiar is basically cinnamon schnapps, and it has flakes of gold leaf in it, which are totally edible and fine for you to consume. What we're going to make is an atomic fireball shooter. This is a totally grown-up version of your favorite childhood candy that you would pop in your mouth and everyone would look like they were in total pain. Only this one isn't going to put you in as much pain and might actually take the edge off any pain you might be experiencing. You
can if you want to, depending on how much fish you put in there.
I have my little Sweet Heat measuring glass, and you can see the line. It says oh my or OMG. We're filling it up to the oh my line.
Feel free to
put as much in here as you want, but a shooter is typically just a shot. Alright? Then I'm going to take my cinnamon vanilla syrup and I'm going to fill that up to the OMG line. Okay, and that sinks to the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a long spoon and I'm going to stir that. What I'm going to do is pour this into a shot glass. And if my measurements are correct, it will fill it approximately half full. Then you're going to top it off with the Goldschlager. Just like that. And there you have. I'm going to stir it because, you know, I have issues with that. I'm going to taste the spoon. Oh my god, that does totally taste like an atomic fireball.
It does. Totally does. Got some heat in it.
That's so good. It totally tastes like an atomic fireball. Give it a try?
Sure.
Okay. Why don't you try it? You want to try it first? You try it. Just the taste I took off the spoon, it tastes just like an atomic fireball.
It does. Ooh. Got a little heat to it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's really, really good.
It's really good. It's not like overwhelmingly hot. It's warming.
But you do have to sip it.
You can't shoot that or you'll blow your head off.
Well,
like an atomic fireball.
That and it probably wouldn't taste good all at once.
It would hurt?
Yeah.
That's really good.
But it's really good.
And it's warming, going all the way down.
And yes, it tastes like an atomic fireball.
It really does. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Our next cocktail I'm calling a hot and shiny New Year. You have your choice. You can serve this as a hot toddy style or you can serve it on the rocks, which is how we're going to do it. We're going to do it as a shaken beverage tonight. But what this is, a hot and shiny New Year, is basically like a hot apple pie cocktail on steroids. So what we're going to start off with in my shaker is some ice and about 4 ounces of apple cider or apple juice. Almost 2 ounces of apple pie moonshine. I'm using the Georgia Moon apple pie moonshine. Please do not try and drink this straight because, well, unless you can't breathe, because this will help you clear your sinuses. 1.5 ounces of butterscotch schnapps. And then we're going to do the same little trick that we did before. This is going to have some sweet heat in it as well. We're going to fill up that sweet heat to the oh my line. And then we're going to top it to the OMG line with the cinnamon and vanilla syrup.
Yep, perfect.
No need to stir this one. You can just dump it right on in there. get your shaker top on and give it a good shake. Shaking, the purpose of shaking is to mix the drink, but also to blend it with the ice and get it properly incorporated. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to float some cream. Let that settle. And it's going to be like apple pie with ice cream on it. That is your hot and shiny New Year cocktail. All right, our third and final cocktail of the day is what we all need when we're facing a new year. This is called the Fresh Start, and it's a really crisp and refreshing cocktail, and I know you're going to love it. What we're going to start off with here is some ice in our shaker. We're going to top that off with 4 ounces of grapefruit juice. If you don't like grapefruit juice, you can do half orange juice and half lemonade. You can do all orange juice. You can do all lemonade. Today we're doing the traditional recipe for this, which is grapefruit juice. I've got 4 ounces. This is freshly squeezed. Don't feel like you have to do that. We're going to use 2 ounces of a citrus vodka. You can use just plain vodka. Whatever you got on hand will work. That's just a jigger of vodka. We're also going to use 1 ounce, or about 1 to 1.5. It depends on how you feel. I've got some triple sec here. You can use Cointreau or Grand Marnier if you so choose. And then to gild the lily just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and use about 1.5 ounces of orange Torani, because I have it on hand and I love it. Okay, so this is really fresh and citrusy, and what we're going to do is give this a good shake. You'll know when your drink is properly shaken, if you have a metal one at least, when the outside of your shaker is completely frosted. And I'm going to strain this over some ice. Put in a straw. You can garnish this with some citrus or just serve it plain. That is my version of a fresh start using Torani orange. I think it looks delicious.
It does.
Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh, you're going to like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is nice and refreshing.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's really refreshing. Mm-hmm. You're going to love it. That's really great. And that is how you get a real fresh start for your new year. There you have it, an atomic fireball shooter, a hot and shiny new year that tastes like apple pie in a glass, and a fresh start, because who doesn't need one of those at the end of the year? So these are things that are made from ingredients that you may or may not have in your liquor cabinet or in your back pantry or wherever it is you keep your hooch. Those of us who have been collecting Torani for a little while may have some of these things, but you know what the beautiful part of this is? You can mix and match and make your own, and you can improvise, because that's what being a mixologist is all about. This is not anything complicated. It's just something fun and delicious, and it's really a great thing to share with your friends and family when you're ringing in the new year. Remember, only you can make the changes that you want to see in your own life, and the new year is a really great time to do that. I don't believe in making resolutions. I only believe in making goals. So sit down, make a list, decide what it is you want to change in your life. Even if it's big or small, it doesn't matter. Just make it positive, and then the world is going to be a better place. So I hope that you try these cocktails, and I hope that you love them. And until next time, Happy New Year! Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber, so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!